Peace, y'all. Welcome to the campaign trail. I'm live, but I'm gonna get off uh, here in a few minutes so I can check out NOI.org, Holy Day of Atonement lecture by student minister Ishmael Muhammad, NOI.org. But for right now, you see the title: Obama is the Derrick Jaxn of politics for strong sisters. Let's check this out. Y'all heard what Obama said last couple of days, how he was scolding and checking young brothers, if they didn't vote for Harris. Check this out.
Of Obama scolding black male voters, saying you're sexist if you don't vote for Kamala Harris. What is going on now?
What's going on is the polls are coming in and they're realizing that they may very well lose this election. Regarding Obama, I think it's pretty cheeky. Obama said the brothers are the problem, meaning the black men who are increasingly voting for Donald Trump. I guess he has that conversation, Liz, with the brothers in Martha's Vineyard when he hangs out at the barbershop and talks about what's going on in the real world. It's a guy who grew up in Hawaii.
Yeah,
His father got an economics degree. His father got an econ degree from Harvard. His mother had a PhD, raised by his upper middle class white grandparents in Hawaii, and he's lecturing the brothers on how they got to think about life.
Man, what I see is going on is Obama's newest instructions from his handlers, from his masters, seems to be to turn our sisters against us, against their own men, if we don't vote for Harris. You know, they've been holding Obama and Michelle up as this fantasy football couple, fantasy island, you know, American dream couples goals, black husband, black marriage goals for 10 years or whatever. So he's supposed to be the fantasy standard of what a black man's supposed to be. And we supposed to pattern ourselves after dude, you know what I'm saying? When he really like a white Jesus or Superman from the planet Krypton, never been our example. He's not one of us, so you can't be our example. You can't hold him up over us, and he damn sure can't hold himself up over us like he's better than us or something. You know, that we supposed to follow him. But he's being used right now by his handlers to stir up the emotions, of course, of our sisters, because he got one, Michelle, you know, so he, I guess, thinks he can speak for the sisters. He knows what's best for the sisters because he's husband goals. He's black husband goals for black women, powerful black women. So that's how they're using him.
20% higher grocery store prices between now and 2.5 years ago. The question is real simple. Are you better off now than you were 2.5 or 3 years ago? And the answer is not unless you're an illegal alien. You're not.
Yeah, we're here.
Not unless you're an illegal alien. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago or 5 or whatever? I guess he's talking about under Trump. Yeah, not unless you're a legal immigrant, a legal migrant, because you balling out of control. This is the land of the free, for sure. Free rent, free housing, free health care, free food stamps. This is the American dream if you're an immigrant. But if you're a descendant of slave, if you're one of the brothers, the cousin Pookies, then yeah, this is full-fledged nightmare on Elm Street.
I mean, food and housing are driving CPI numbers to come in hotter recently than expected for September. I mean, wholesale producer price numbers, we got to just hit the economic trend here. They fell just only 1/10 of a point in September. So when you see Kamala Harris talking like this, Larry, we want to get your reaction on, again, she's asked how she's going to fix inflation. Watch her answer here. Listen to this.
And your point, listen, I know prices are too high still. Again, you've heard my story. I come from the working class. And then
damn, don't she sound drunk? She sound like she come in slushy as a mother. Slushy.
some, corporation, and it's very few of them that do this, but then jack up prices. So that's why I'm taking on, for example, price gouging. Which is when, most companies and corporations are good, but for those bad ones, they take advantage of people.
Okay, here's the thing. So, I mean, Larry, I can't make it's like trying to follow a gnat in a windstorm. And, you can't follow the train of thought. Let me back up. So she's saying there's price gouging. Then she says few companies are doing it. Then
Right.
Tim Walz is claiming grocery stores are false somehow. The New York Federal Reserve Bank, the San Francisco Fed already debunked this, saying there's little proof groceries and companies are price gouging. They're blaming it on higher operating costs for things like worker wages and commodities. I mean, food manufacturing costs have, I think they're up more than 28% since 2020. And that's kept the grocery profit margins down to a razor-thin 1.6. Now, Larry, I didn't mean to hit all that nerdy data there, but when you look at the facts, Larry, it's like Obama rhetoric, right? Obama smearing, just coming out there with no facts, no policy fixes. He claimed that Trump inherited his good economy when Trump inherited a 1.6%, 9% GDP growth from Obama. So, you know, when you see like the bloviating political flannel rhetoric and the facts, Larry, how do black voters take it? How?
Yeah, I ain't all that she talking about. I ain't pro Trump. Don't get it twisted. I'm just exposing the pandering that's going on from Derrick Jaxn, Obama, from Obama Jackson. You know what I'm saying? This is whatever.
How do black voters on the street take it?
Well, the same way any voter takes it, they feel insulted. They can see what the prices are. Kamala Harris has no plan. She said that she couldn't think of any major issue or even minor issue where she disagreed with Joe Biden. And if you're part of the 2/3 of Americans who believe we're on the wrong track, and you hear the leader who put us on the wrong track say that I wouldn't do anything any differently, what makes you think the person who put you on the wrong track is going to put you on the right track? And at least...
and I definitely don't be agreeing with this dude, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, a broken clock is right twice a day because he's spot on.
I guess she's downgraded now. She used to say, well, I'm from the middle class. Now she says from the working class. Next thing you know, she's going to say she was from the ghetto on food stamps. So she keeps moving the goalposts.
Dang, yeah, they eating them up. So, yeah, if they was ones in power for the last 4 years, whatever they talking about fixing, they should have been fixed it by now, right? They shouldn't need a new election to talk about what they gonna fix when whatever is wrong was happening under their administration for the last 3.5 years. Do that make sense? Why do you need to campaign about what you gonna do as though you just now inherited something from Donald Trump administration? You was the number 2 in charge under the president that you was saying we did it, Joe. So how, if anything is wrong right now that just got wrong within the last 3 years, especially this immigration and these wars and this inflation, then that's how, you know, how are you gonna believe that you're gonna do something better or something different, especially for us, the brothers, the cousin Pookie's on the couch, when you ain't did nothing for us for the last 3.5 years? So that's all cap. That's all BS. So I just wanted to come on here. I'm about to head over to NOI.org right now. Everybody go over here to NOI.org and watch the this Atonement and Repentance, Holy Day of Atonement message by student minister Ishmael Muhammad, NOI.org. He's speaking on which presidential candidate can save the lives of the people of America from the wrath of God, not from the wrath of the slave master. We ain't worried about that no more. Our people so out of control that we didn't trigger and invoke the wrath of God. So that's what we dealing with right now. So come on over here with me, NOI.org/webcast, NOI.org/webcast. It's the campaign trail. Peace.